Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video here to give you guys a heads up on a free Steam title that you can pick up right now, and a pretty good one, albeit, a little bit on the older side, and if you're not super into narrative-heavy games, might not be your cup of tea, but we'll give you guys a heads up on that. And there's a bunch of great deals available on Steam right now as well, so we'll highlight all of those as well. But first of all, Deponia is available for free over on Steam, and it will be available free for the next week for you to add to your library, and obviously if you add it to your library, it will be yours to own forever. Kind of one of the more notable titles, at least in the early days of Steam. Like, I remember Deponia was one of those, smaller downloadable titles that back in the day when it would go on sale, it was a game that a lot of people would recommend. It came out all the way back in 2012, and maybe that's relevant to me because 2012 is literally the year where I got more into PC gaming. I want to say, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2012. It's either 2011 or 2012, guys. Can't believe it's been like 15 years already. How fast the time flies. But nonetheless, in Deponia, the world has degenerated into a vast garbage dump in which Rufus ekes out of his sorry existence. Very much a more cartoony art style, point-and-click, narrative-driven title, unique comic style with hand-drawn HD resolution 2D graphics, bizarre characters and wacky humor, challenging puzzles and hours of dialogue, unique universe in the tradition of Douglas Adams, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Terry Pratchett of Discworld, and Matt Groening, The Simpsons and Futurama, from the creators of the award-winning games Edna and Harvey, The Breakout, Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes, and The Whisper World. So you can get Deponia right now for free on Steam. They also do have the Daedalic Adventure Bundle, which includes Deponia, The Night of the Rabbit. It also includes Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes, the Dark Eye Memoria, and the Whispered World Special Edition for just $2.99 as well. And then there's the Daedalic Armageddon button as well, 95% off for $4.99. So you can get a lot of games with that, but nonetheless, Deponia is available for free. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to highlight a couple of other good deals available right now, and all of these deals are under the price of $10. As a part of the Turn-Based Thursday Fest, Chained Echoes is 60% off for $9.99. I think this is a damn good deal for Chained Echoes, a game that for a while was holding up in price. Now, mind you, it came out all the way back in December of 2022, so at this point, it's good to see it get a little bit cheaper, but I think at $9.99, it's a really good price point. Very much a throwback JRPG of that Super Nintendo era. I mean, the visual style will tell you that much. They did do DLC for this game, Ashes of Elrond, and you could get the base game and the DLC for $16.18. The DLC alone is $7.99. On sale, it's typically $9.99. Game's got a 91 on Metacritic as well, so it's been incredibly well received in a story-driven JRPG where a group of heroes travel around the vast continent of Volandis to bring an end to the war between its three kingdoms. In the course of their journey, they'll travel through a wide array of diverse landscapes spanning from Windtan, the plateaus, and exotic archipelagos to sunken cities and forgotten dungeons. Take up your sword, channel your magic, or board your mech. Chained Echoes is a 16-bit SNES-style RPG set in a fantasy world where dragons are as common as piloted mechanical suits as well. 30 to 40 hours of gameplay is noted. So yeah, $9.99 on that, and again, if you do want the complete version with the DLC, $16.18 for that. Megabonk is 25% off for $7.49, one of the breakout titles of 2025, alongside games like Peak, Ball X Pit. There were quite a lot of those last year as far as these games that not a lot of people were following, but then ended up being breakout successes. Megabonk is a game that I know a lot of people really enjoyed. 53,000 reviews, 94% positive, so just shy of the overwhelmingly positive threshold. Smash your way through endless waves of enemies and grow absurdly powerful. Grab loot, level up, unlock characters, and upgrade to create unique and crazy builds as you fend off hordes of creatures. $7.49 on that. Then we do have Dead Cells, which is 60% off for $9.99. As far as the action roguelites go, for my money, Dead Cells is the one that I go back to. It's just the one that clicked with me, and I know that there's a lot of competition in this genre and in this area, but again, Dead Cells was the game that I really got into. Initially, when I played the game, fairly simple in gameplay style, but then you realize as you play more and more of it, with all of the different items you can get and the different builds you can have, quite a lot of depth, and I feel like that's the case with a lot of the well-done roguelike titles. where it starts off fairly simple and you can enjoy the game, but then you realize there's a lot of nuance and variance and depth to the game as well. It's a good time, $9.99 for the base game, but if you do want all the content, the Medley of Pain bundle is $19.55. That includes the Bad Seed DLC, Fatal Falls, the Queen and the Sea, and of course, Return to Castlevania. That DLC is available there as well. $19.55 on that, and yeah, definitely a title worthwhile to check out there. We have The Walking Dead Season 1 for $1.49. I always recommend this, but at the same time, I do recommend you to check out the Telltale Definitive Series bundle, which sometimes goes on sale for $4.99, which includes everything. Like, whenever that bundle's on sale for $4.99, that's what I recommend people to pick up, because that deal is just insane. But if you just want to play Season 1, which in my opinion is the high point of The Walking Dead, not to say that the subsequent seasons are bad, it's just Season 1 sets the bar so high, and Season 2, to be fair, does a good job of following up on that, but man, Season 1 is just incredible, and if you just want to go through that for $1.49, it's great. You know, it's one of the first games I played on my PC, actually, and I was playing this as an episodic release when it was coming out in 2012. 2012 was definitely a good year from my recollection as far as gaming is concerned, but yeah, $1.49 for The Walking Dead, great pickup on that. Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, 90% off for $3.99. You know, I'm not the biggest into tactics titles, but Shadow Tactics is a game that really won me over just based on its setting. The Edo Japan period is always going to be something that draws me in, and this game is fairly well done from a tactics gameplay standpoint, and you've got that easier difficulty option, which you know I'm all about. For $3.99, it's a good pickup. Just unfortunate that Mimimi Games, the studio, has done a lot of really well-received tactics titles, and unfortunately, they just, I guess, haven't done well enough from a commercial standpoint to justify a fourth title. They did Shadow Tactics, Desperados 3, and then Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew as well. All three games ended up being received very well critically. Again, just commercially, gaming sometimes is a crap show, so it is what it is. Broforce is 80% off for $2.99. Incredibly well-received game, 20,000 Steam user reviews, 96% positive, an action-packed side-scrolling run-and-gun ode to freedom, putting you in the control of an underfunded, overpowered paramilitary organization dealing exclusively in excessive force. 80% off for $2.99 on that, 83 on Metacritic, and again, a really strong reception, so if you want some over-the-top action, you'll find that with Broforce. And then lastly, I do want to give a shout to Digimon Survive, which is 84% off for $9.59. A game that I really enjoyed. You just kind of, you have to know what you're getting yourself into in Digimon Survive. I had some friends that were Digimon fans that ended up picking this game up, and they really didn't know that they were getting themselves into a visual novel, and you know, visual novels just aren't for everyone, and that's fine. They don't need to be for everyone, but if you're a fan of narrative heavy games, if you're a fan of visual novel style of games, this is going to be something you really enjoy. And if you like Digimon, it's a darker tone Digimon story, although to be fair, Digimon tells a lot of darker narratives, but this one definitely has a bit of a horror vibe going on for it as well. Now, there are tactical gameplay sections as well, but those aren't the majority of the game. That's not the majority of the game. It's not the focus of the game. Just go into it expecting something that's well done from a narrative standpoint, and I think you will end up enjoying it. But nonetheless, that is available for $9.59. I think that's a pretty good deal, so I would recommend that as well. But that's going to do it for me. A lot of great deals available right now over on Steam, but Deponia is available absolutely free, so check that out, and links to everything as always in the description box below. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.